reacting to my 2023 luxury wish list and what I ended up getting. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Celesta. We talk about all things luxury shopping and handbags. If you love those things, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification. I do post videos every week. Okay, so I did this, I believe like this is maybe the third year we're doing this now, where I react to my 2023 wish list, show you guys what I ended up getting, and then of course we'll be doing the same thing. So I know for the 2023 video, I like prefaced it by saying that I know my priorities have kind of changed a little bit this past year, and I feel like I see that with my shopping habits. Like I don't feel like I'm buying as much as previous years, or at least it feels like it, but I did get quite a few things, but I'm gonna react to that video and we'll go from there. The next bag, like it's definitely a long shot, and I'm also not in the position to be playing Hermes games at the moment. Like I'm not gonna go to Hermes, drop 25 grand and buy a Birkin, but hypothetically, if a Birkin in the right price range and in the right color would, like, you know, come across me, we'll manifest it, because the Pico tin, we manifested that. I would love a Birkin 25 black in gold hardware, in Togo leather. So, you know, if that wanted to like magically appear, I wouldn't oppose. But other than that, in terms of bags, I feel like that's kind of it. So in 2023, I only put one handbag on my wish list. Joke's on me, because I got all these other bags that were not on my like original wish list, and I did not get the one item that was on my wish list. The item on my wish list was Birkin 25. I did look, but I wasn't like super like, oh my god, I need to get this right now. I'm very much waiting for like the right opportunity. I think we've kind of talked about this before, where I just don't feel like I want to play the Hermes games. I don't want to go into the store. I don't want to have to like jump through all these hoops with the sales associate and like do all these things and just feel so belittled. I would much rather just buy it from a reseller. It might even end up being less, because I've actually had some friends who like spent $20,000, $25,000 at the store to meet the spend and then get offered a Birkin, so, or a Kelly, or whatever it is, right? Total spend is like $30,000 before tax to get a bag that you could in theory just buy the exact one that you want for max 25, 26K. You know what I mean? So I don't know that it's worth playing the games for it, but I also know that I have a wedding to pay for. We are not playing those games right now more than ever. I think it's gonna keep on my wish list for 2024, maybe the end of 2024. We'll see how things go, but at least for the first half of this year, definitely not. But the bags that I did end up getting, starting with the Celine Ava, I think this was actually the first bag that I ended up getting in 2023. And I love this bag. I use this bag all the time, and this was one of my most used bags for a while. The only thing was that the glazing was actually starting to like lift from the bag in September. And at that point, I only had the bag for what, like 4 or 5 months, and granted, this was the bag that I reached for a lot. Like this is probably one of my most used bags in 2023, but I was definitely disappointed that the glazing started lifting. I texted my sales associate, we were able to get it repaired. It was in and out of the shop in like a month. So I don't have like complaints in terms of the service, because they did fix it. I haven't had any issues since, but it was a little disappointing to see a bag they were paying almost $2,000 for have issues in like what, 5 months, 4 months. The next item I picked up was the Bottega Mini Jodi. I didn't anticipate getting this bag, if I'm being quite honest. I did have store credit with a brand, and so I ended up getting it that way. I really like the style of this bag. It's not a practical bag. And I kind of went into it like knowing that. I did bring this to New York with me, and super cute outfits, but it was just so annoying to get in and out of. Like the zipper is kind of like stiff. I don't know if you can hear that. It's kind of stiff. It's just hard to get like your things in and out of this bag. I do like it. I don't think that I'm gonna sell it, but I do think it's not the most practical style. The next bag I picked up is the Goyard Mini Anjou. I got this in Milan, and I did end up saving like $800, I want to say $600 to $800 on this bag after like the VAT refund, the euro conversion, like all of that stuff. I did have to wait an hour and a half in line at the Milan store, but Honestly, I think it's worth it. I actually really like this bag. I've made quite a few videos on this bag already, so if you want like a full review, like what fits, I'll leave it either up here in the description box below. But the only con I do have for this bag is the armholes are quite small. Like I'm wearing a sweater right now, but the sweater's not super thick and it does fit over, but like if I were to wear a thicker sweater or a thicker coat, like the armholes are gonna be too small. So that's kind of the only con that I have about this bag. And last but certainly not least, in terms of bags that I ended up adding to my collection, is the Dior DJoy in the small size. I did pick this up in Madrid, so it was cheaper. I wouldn't say it's cheap, it was cheaper. I think I ended up saving about $2,000 on this bag. This was probably one of the most unexpected bags to add because when this bag first came out, I was very much like, this looks like the Lady Dior, but like chopped in half. Like, where's the rest of the bag? And the more that I saw this bag, and then I actually tried on Cassie's in New York, and I was like, oh my God, like, it's actually really cute. Like as a shoulder bag, I don't think I would wear it as a crossbody. I really haven't been wearing that many crossbody bags in general, but as a shoulder bag, I think this is so fun. I wore this a lot, especially during like the holiday seasons, because I do have the Prada Crystal Re-Edition, but I feel like this beaded is like slightly more understated. Love that you can just carry it as a little top handle moment, and then of course it comes with the shoulder strap and the crossbody. This flap is quite annoying, and I know it's like kind of delicate. I think it's maybe lambskin, I'm not sure. It's like a smooth leather, so I want to be very delicate with this bag, but it is quite annoying to kind of like shove it in and out of the flap. The other thing I'll say is that this bag is quite heavy, so those are two things to kind of watch out for. I was really surprised that I added this to my collection, but you know me, you know I love my sparkles, so that's that. And then in the video, I didn't mention any SLG like on my wish list. Joke's on me, I did end up picking up one. Well, I guess my friend picked one up for me. She was doing her destination wedding / honeymoon in Europe, and she picked up the Celine Triomphe card holder for me, like the flap card holder. I honestly like missed my canvas card holder. I used to have the Louis Vuitton reverse monogram card holder, and I sold that when I got the Chanel one, and then my Chanel card holder just looks like shit. Like the corners are beat up, like there's color transfer on it, and I feel like I just missed having a carefree card holder that was like canvas. So I did pick up this one. It was like $100 cheaper than here in the US. I have been using this every day. I will say though, this takes a lot of space in bags. I mean, granted, my bags are quite small, but it does take a lot more space than just like a flat card holder, so keep that in mind. Moving on to shoes. Next item are these Jimmy Choos. I don't know if I would wear these as like my wedding shoes per se, but I do really like them. I think that they would be perfect for wedding like events or festivities, like even engagement shoot, bridal shower, like that kind of thing. The next one are these Amina Muad'Dis. I have been loving like a hot pink color lately. My phone case, I just got a new phone case and it's hot pink, and I feel like I just need some color. So the next thing I put on my wish list were these Jimmy Choo Setas, which I did end up getting. Here they are. They are gorgeous. I wore them twice for photos. And that's about it. I will say I have quite a few pairs of Jimmy Choos now. I think I have maybe like 5. I don't know. I have quite a few pairs, and these are probably my most uncomfortable pair of Jimmy Choos. I think it's the glitter that makes it like not stretch very much. I don't love them. They're not very comfortable. The chain like pinches on your skin. It's just not my favorite pair of Jimmy Choos. Are they beautiful? Absolutely. Do I regret them? A little bit. So I did end up getting them. These are the Amina Muad'Di Rosy heels, I want to say. These are actually surprisingly comfortable. I haven't worn them like all too much, as you can see, but when I do reach for them, they're actually quite comfortable. I do like that it makes like a casual outfit kind of pop a little bit. I feel like I was kind of ahead of the game because this was before like Barbie came out, and like you can't tell me these are not like the perfect Barbie shoes. These are perfect. Given that I wanted more of a pop of color, I also picked up, I think these are like the Polly Pocket shoes. They were like branded on TikTok. I forgot the exact name of these, but I actually got these on sale just before Christmas. And these are so fun. Did I need another pair of pink heels? Probably not, but I did pick these up on sale, and I just feel like these are so cute. I did wear these one time, and I noticed that I do have wider feet, but I did notice that like my pinky toe kept getting like stuck in like this strand here. That was probably like the most annoying part. I haven't worn these again since, because I did get them like a couple days before Christmas, and then it's just like been raining since. And then last but certainly not least, for shoes, I kind of saw this coming, like given that I was like recently engaged. I don't know why this wasn't like in the wish list, but I picked up these pair of Hermes Oran sandals in white, literally brand freaking new. I got these in September. Never wore them. I'm anticipating wearing them. I think just by the time I got back from my trip in Spain where I picked these up, and then it just started getting cold, and like, I don't know, I just didn't wear them. But I will definitely be wearing them for like our wedding weekend. I really just needed a pair of like white flats.
Okay, moving on to jewelry. I feel like there are too many things on my like wish list this year. Probably one of them being like a wedding band, because I think I need that if we're gonna get married. I mean, it could be 2023, it could be a 2024 thing, I don't know, but wedding bands for sure. And then also I'm looking to get like some sort of ring, maybe to stack on this finger, on my pointer finger. I'm not sure, I just feel like my left hand used to have like, I think like 3 or 4 rings on this hand, so now only having one feels really weird. But then having the other rings that I was previously wearing, I feel like it just didn't like blend really well with this ring.
Okay, and then the next thing on my wish list was actually like rings, specifically a ring to wear like on maybe like my left hand pointer finger, and I never got it. I'm still, we just started like shopping for wedding bands. I think maybe I was jumping the gun a little bit when I put like wedding bands on my 2023 wish list. We just started shopping for them. I still don't really know exactly what I want, but I haven't really gotten any rings this year. The only piece of jewelry I actually ended up getting this year was this Tiffany knot pendant necklace, which I got for my birthday, but other than that, I really didn't pick up any other jewelry. We are obviously anticipating to get the wedding bands in the next like probably a couple of weeks, to be honest, but other than that, like, no other jewelry.
Moving on to clothes. I am not usually one to splurge on designer clothes. I ended up getting this Harris Wharf London coat that I wore all throughout Europe. I pretty much wore this all season. It is super warm, really good material, really good quality, and I love it so much that I kind of want to get it in white too. I feel like I need like a black coat and a white coat, and then we kind of have our bases covered.
Okay, and then for clothes, I put on my wish list that I wanted the Harris Wharf London coat, the same one that I have in black, but I have it in white. I actually didn't end up getting it in white. I was looking, and every so often I periodically check just to like wait to see it go on sale, and I haven't found it at like the price that I want to pay for it, because I think I ended up getting the black one on sale for about like $500, and I am hoping that the white one will kind of be in that price range. However, I did get this coat from Cezanne actually a couple weeks ago, and I've been loving it. And then I did end up picking up like one more piece of like luxury ready to wear, which is that Loewe cropped tank. I bought that fully for like the TikTok hype, and honestly, it is not worth it. I love the look of it, okay? Like, I love the look. Could I have DIY'd that myself? Yes. I do have a Cricut. I can make it myself. But it's just like, it's not worth it. I paid like $300 something for a cropped tank top that is like really thin. It's almost see-through. And then the way that the shirt is, it has like this weird waistband here. So like when you stand and you're like posing for photos, whatever, it's cute, right? Like it kind of snatches you in a little bit. And it doesn't look like it keeps the shape of the tank top. I don't know if that makes sense. But when you sit down, because of the elastic, it just like rolls. It's not comfortable. It's not my favorite. I would probably not buy it again. I'm glad I have it, and now that I have it, I need to like maximize the use to make sure I'm making my money's worth. But I do foresee it being one of those like really trendy items that are gonna be like outdated by like next summer, and everyone's gonna be like, oh my god, you're still wearing that? Yes, because I paid too much money for this, and I have to.
And then the last one, which is probably the most important, I am looking for a wedding dress this year, which is so crazy to say. I have not started wedding dress shopping yet. Here are a few styles that I'm kind of looking at. I love something that's very like big and like poofy, but also like kind of in a satin material. I think I'm really stuck on like a satin material versus like lace or things like that.
So the last item I put on like my luxury wish list was a wedding dress. And it is so funny like watching this back now, because going into wedding dress shopping, I had a vision for specifically like what I wanted, and it was what I put in this video. It was very much like clean satin, like very like modern minimal look. And it's so funny because the dress that I ended up getting is not that at all, and I love it. I actually ended up getting 2 dresses, so joke's on me. But both of the dresses do not look anything like what I envisioned. And that's why I always say, like, when you go wedding dress shopping, like, go with an open mind, because I didn't think, like, especially my reception dress, that was not what I envisioned getting, like, at all. So go in with an open mind, because you'll never know like what you end up falling in love with. Okay, so that sums it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will be doing a 2024 luxury wish list in the coming weeks, so keep an eye out for that. Let me know in the comments what is on your 2024 wish list this year, especially as like Valentine's Day is coming up, so let me know in the comments. I will leave another video for you guys here, and I'll see you guys next time.